Okay. I think this is working. Beep. Hello. We are in the middle. Actually, we're in like the second half of October. It is almost Halloween, and hope everyone's had a good past 2 weeks. It was October 10th was the last time I streamed, so yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. I'm a little bit out of the groove. I feel a little out of, I don't know what the term you would use is. I'm a little just like shocked, basically. I've been shocked. It's like, all right, streaming, haven't done that forever. Feels like it's been like a month, basically, which I guess, 2 weeks is like half a month, basically. But I'll get back into it. Last week was like Pumpkin doing like a Resident Evil 2 kind of like Halloween week type of thing, like the whole week. So she was using my time slots during those streaming days. But we're back, and I'm wanting to play some Halloween themed stuff, which I haven't done at all in October, and we're almost at Halloween, so I felt like I might as well just jump into it, basically. It's kind of a tradition for me. I usually play Afraid of Monsters, which is one of my favorite, I would say, horror experiences in general. Horror game, horror mod. It's a Half-Life 1 mod is what it is. Hey, Jimenso. But thank you all for being here. Thank you, Summertime, also for the sub. It didn't do the little... I don't think I was here when it did the alert for that, or if it didn't do it for the normal stream, or the normal starting screen, or whatever. I might have just not done that, but thank you for the sub. Yeah, I was gonna do... Or I was trying to finish the Quake 2 kind of set of streams. I think I was at Ground Zero, was what I was at. Like, I just started it, and I don't know. Like, I want to finish it, but Ground Zero is kind of boring and a pain in the ass to play, basically. So I kind of didn't want to finish it for that reason, and also the fact that we're like so close to Halloween as well, and I haven't played any like horror or horror adjacent stuff in the month yet, basically. So I'll just put that on hold, basically. We're gonna play Afraid of Monsters. It's my Halloween tradition, basically. I didn't get a Halloween last year. Last year I was completely out for the month of October, so I didn't get to do any spooky, Halloweeny, scary, anything like that, basically, unfortunately. So I didn't get to play Afraid of Monsters last year. I went straight to the Silent Hill 2 remake, basically, as soon as I got my internet back. Also, you have news, Shaman, so what is the news? It's the news that you found out you named her. Named who? But your news is going to be like, you found out how to glitch the water redeem, so now you can spam it like you used to. Did you get like a pet or something? Oh, the OC. You have a name for the OC now. So thank you for the water redeem. Which is, I guess that'll be... Have you been streaming lately? I think that's the character you go by. It's your VTuber character. What is the name? It's Akune. Akune. Following in the not stream because you're lazy. It's following in the ink sort of kind of style there, where you got the Q. It's like ink spelled with a Q and a U instead of a K. Akune. That's cool. Oh, comma. I think, I'm not sure how many times. I feel like this will be my second. Is this my second or third Afraid of Monsters Halloween stream? Again, like in the past, I've said, like it's my Halloween tradition, basically. I have never, at some point, like, I don't know, I need to write down the numbers, basically. I don't think I've ever done, like, the true ending in Afraid of Monsters. I always just like playing it just as like a one-run thing, basically, and then just kind of leave off on there. It does get a little exhausting toward the end, but Afraid of Monsters is one of my favorite, just kind of like horror experiences for multiple reasons. I feel like atmospherically, I really like. I vibe with it a lot. I think it's very like creepy, spooky. Has good music. It uses a lot of has some original music, but a lot of it's actually just borrowed. It's like Aphex Twin tracks, which I really like. There's several of them in the mod, and I like it's just kind of like general like gameplay kind of format of, it's like Half-Life with Half-Life movement, and the enemies are basically like reskin Half-Life enemies, but they're kind of repurposed in a way to function a little bit differently and be a bit more aggressive and like dangerous than the standard Half-Life enemies. And the weapons are also like unique in it too. It has its own set of weapons that are loosely based on Half-Life weapons, but they are a bit different. So good night, Jaminsa. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good night. What was I gonna say? It's also like, I think it's also its horror style, where I do feel like there are some scares in it that are there's a little bit of cheesy scares here and there that I feel like don't hold up super well, but I feel like in general a lot of its horror type of horror style, it's a lot more subtle, I want to say, especially compared to their sequel, Cry of Fear, or kind of like spiritual successor. I don't know if you call it a sequel, but to me, Cry of Fear is a little bit less subtle. I do feel like Cry of Fear is effective in a lot of ways, but to be Afraid of Monsters, I feel like kind of it hits those same kind of notes. Like Cry of Fear and Afraid of Monsters, they hit kind of the same kind of notes, but I feel like to me, Afraid of Monsters hits the horror notes a bit better and more subtle than Cry of Fear does, basically. Like again, I do feel like some of the horror in Afraid of Monsters is a little non-subtle here and there. There's some scares that are a little goofy, but I feel like in general the atmosphere and like the type of scares it does what I call the silent jump scares, basically, where you have things that you can completely miss. You can basically see like a jump scare that you might not even look in the direction of, so you don't even know it's there. So when you replay it multiple times, you'll catch little subtle things on replays every time you play it, and some of them are actually changed up too, depending on which ending you get. There's a certain point in the game where it forks. There's 3 ways that it'll fork depending on which ending you're gonna get, and depending on which one you take will change what route you go in the game. And eventually it reconverges toward the end when you get to kind of like the Silent Hill, or not Silent Hill, the kind of like Resident Evil mansion type of area. You reconverge there, like the forest and the mansion kind of area, and the placement of like enemies and some of the scares that you'll come across will actually change based on which route you take too. So there's a lot of replay value with the different endings in it. And also, just like I said, the scares being so subtle you can miss them means that like on replays you will often like catch you'll catch things that will be like, oh shit, like that you didn't see before, which I think that's a cool way of going about it. I think doing stuff where you have jump scares that are like, how a lot of modern games will do it, especially modern AAA horror sphere, is like things will jump out and like scream at you, and it'll yank your camera, like it'll force you to turn and like look at the thing that's scaring you, basically. And that's one of the things that like I complain about this a lot, basically. But when you have scares where you are not in control of your character and it just pulls you in to like, you know, force you to see, here's the scary cutscene type of thing, it's like, to me, that it loses its effect that way, because at that point it's like anything that happens is sort of inconsequential. I don't have control of my character, and so whatever happens doesn't mean anything, basically, because I'm just watching like a video. Like one of my favorite examples is the of like this type of scare that doesn't work on me is like in Resident Evil 7. I felt the same way. And one of my friends encountered, like my friend was one who encountered this, like in like he pointed it out to me, and I remember feeling it, but I couldn't verbalize it at the time. But in Resident Evil 7, at the very beginning, where there's the dark stairway, and it's like your wife goes crazy or whatever, and she's down at the bottom of the stairs, and the game forces you need to go down the stairs and investigate, basically. And you'll walk down the stairs, and you're in complete control of your camera and your movement, basically. And it's like the flashlight's so dark you can only see like maybe like 2 or 3 feet in front of you, basically. So you're walking down into like darkness. That's kind of creepy when you're walking down the stairs and you don't know what's about to happen. But once you get about halfway down the stairs, you can feel your movement suddenly yanks, like it goes whoop, and it moves you into the center of the stairway. And now you're in a cutscene. Like, you can feel the character is now moving down the stairs on his own, and it's a movie. It's a pre-recorded movie at that point, basically. And it's like the moment that happens, it's like all the tension to me is gone, because I know I'm locked into like a cutscene, basically, where it doesn't really matter what happens from that point on. Basically, you just watch it. But it's like when you yourself are in control and you're forcing yourself to go down the stairs and overcome that fear of the unknown and having to tiptoe down the stairs, that's when it's effective, I feel like. But the moment you take that control away, I think the scare is kind of gone, basically. Oh, that's a pet peeve kind of thing of mine. But again, like, I like the horror style and Afraid of Monsters. I like how pretty much through the entire experience almost you're in control of your player. It's on Half-Life, so it's following, for the most part, that kind of Half-Life Valve philosophy of that they want the player to be in control of the character at all times, even during sequences that are, kind of like you're watching a movie or some sort of like event happening in the world. You're still in control of your character. You still walk around. You can still interact with the environment as these things are kind of going on, basically. So I feel like a lot of Half-Life mods in general, and I feel like Afraid of Monsters is not an exception, that they all kind of follow that format. Afraid of Monsters does have cutscenes in it at times, though, unlike Half-Life, but for the most part, it's a Half-Life. It's a Half-like experience, basically. One horror series I want to play through is the Silent Hill games, especially the original 3 games. Yes, those are my favorite. I like Silent Hill 1 through 3 and 4. I do like 4 to an extent. I think 4 is a cool game and has a lot of interesting things in it, but I do feel like it's weaker than the other 3, but I do think 4 is also interesting too. I would say 1 and 3 are my favorites. Probably in the order of, I would say 1, 3, 2, 4, I would say is probably my order of Silent Hill games, like favorite to least favorite. Not that I dislike any of those 4. Like, lost control and done well, but when it tugs your camera around, it's so different and bad every time. Yeah, it's like, when it tugs the camera, it's like I get like, I don't know, I get the flashbacks of like the cinematic games from like the 2010s, early 2010s, like how like Resident Evil 6 does it, where it's in that same kind of like gameplay style where we need to show the player where to go. We need to show this is the door you need to open, so they yoink your camera and then they fly over to the door and show you this is the door you need to go to, type of thing. I always find that really annoying, and I feel like doing the same thing in horror is also annoying, like yoinking your camera to look at the thing that's going to jump scare you. Jump scares kind of achieve like atmosphere way more. I generally agree. I think jump scares can be very effective when done well, but I think it's kind of like I think you need to space them out, and you need to time them very well, and you need to earn them, basically. I think you can do a good horror with no jump scares in it. But if you do a few jump scares in it, I think that's fine too, as long as you pace them in a way that's done very well, basically. They can be effective. But I also feel like jump scares can start to get formulaic, where it's like, I've watched movies. I feel like a lot of modern horror movies do this, where it gets kind of like formulaic and repetitive. I do remember like the It movie, like the new one, got pretty formulaic with the jump scares, where it's like you'd watch the movie and it's like there would be 5 minutes of nothing scary happening, and then okay, now we need a jump scare to scare the audience, where they use a really loud banging noise to like make you flinch, and then back to like nothing scary happening for like 5-10 minutes. And so it's kind of like you start to watch a movie and you start to pick up on the pattern, where it's like, okay, it's been 5 minutes with no jump scare, so one should be coming up soon now, basically. And then you start to like pick up on that. It's like a formulaic pattern, basically. And I've seen I've just seen that done a lot, where jump scares can start to become formulaic. You just start to expect them, basically, almost on like a timer, where it's like if so much time has passed and no jump scare, then there must be a jump scare. And a lot of the times, jump scares, if they make like a loud noise, a lot of the times too, like I will flinch from like a jump scare, but I'm not like scared. It just feels like okay, you triggered like my reflex, basically. Like I flinched out of reflex because it's a loud noise and it was sudden, basically. Am I actually like scared? No. It's just, it's annoying and it like made me flinch, basically. But I'm not really going to remember it or have any like sort of like impact from it. It's just kind of there, basically. Animal in a cage scenes where you want out with the door hasn't opened it. I think it's like in context of like Half-Life, basically, where it's like scripted sequences where you can walk around and you're in a cage, but you have to like wait, yeah, for like the event to occur and then move out. The Half-Life trim, yeah. Which I think they can be done effectively too. I think Half-Life 1, to me, Half-Life 1 does them pretty well. They're not, I don't feel like they overstay their welcome. Half-Life 2, I have a bit of issue with in comparison. I think Half-Life 2's segments like that, I think, are a little overstay their welcome quite a bit, because a lot of it's like just characters talking. You're kind of just watching a movie cutscene, basically, of characters talking to each other and a lot of dialogue and stuff. So I feel like in Half-Life 2, I struggle to replay Half-Life 2 for that reason. I feel like there's a lot of those. Half-Life 1, I think, maybe the tram might be a little lengthy at the beginning, but I also feel like it's a cool setup to like Black Mesa. And the rest of the game, they're all pretty brief from that point on. All right. Let's boot up Afraid of Monsters Director's Cut. So this is the, Director's Cut version of the game, which I feel like is better than the original version. There was a Afraid of Monsters that I believe the first version was 2000, I want to say it was 2005 maybe, when the original version came out. The Director's Cut came out 2 years later, and the Director's Cut just added a whole lot to it. The Director's Cut added all the multiple endings. There used to just be a one ending to Afraid of Monsters. Added the multiple endings, multiple routes. The weapons are now more unique in the Director's Cut version. They're not just like reskin Half-Life guns. They have a bit more kind of uniqueness to them. Should be audio right now. Okay, these... Oh, I think I haven't played since the Half-Life Anniversary update. I wonder if anything's gonna break in this, actually. So we shouldn't be hearing... We should be hearing some, like, horrific, like, static noise here when you click these buttons. But yeah, I'm curious if anything's gonna break since we're on the Anniversary edition of Half-Life. I might want to roll back to the Steam version, maybe. Or should I just try it? I don't know. I'm kind of curious to test it. See if anything's broken on the Anniversary version. Yeah, I'm not sure. Also, this first Aphex Twin track you'll hear in here. This is Stone in Focus. I believe is what the track's called, by Aphex Twin. I can't remember if it's from the Selected Ambient Works album. I know there's an ambient album for Aphex Twin where none of the tracks have names to them. But this one's called Stone in Focus. I don't know if it's from that album because it has that name to it. I've played this on hard before. I would not really recommend playing this on hard, at least on a first playthrough. I can do it. I've played it on hard probably twice before. It's not a very fun experience on hard. It gets pretty tedious at times. It gets really tight on the balancing. So if I was to play any, I would recommend playing on normal difficulty. One of the things that makes this hard is ammo is very limited, especially on hard. Health is very limited, and the batteries. That's the worst part, especially the hospital. The hospital part is very dark, and you have your crappy little Half-Life 1 little tiny vertex light spotlight flashlight. It's very hard to know where the hell you're supposed to go, and you're on limited battery life. So I would not recommend hard. I would recommend probably hell even easy or medium on a first playthrough, because that battery is going to become a problem when you play. Afraid of Monsters. We got another Aphex Twin track here also. This is actually from the Selected Ambient Works album. You see there's a little, there's supposed to be letterboxed here, but this was not built for widescreen, so the boxes at the bottom and top are, they're in 4x3, so it's kind of broken. Oh, yeah, now I remember what I was going to say. Yeah, original Afraid of Monsters 2005. This track was different. It had a unique song that some people believe the creator like remixed some sort of track. Nobody's found like the original like source file to the original intro track. Not this track you're hearing here, but the song that was in place of this one in the original version. Also, the creator was evidently was 12 years old, I believe, when he released or at least started working on Afraid of Monsters. That's another crazy thing to me. Like, I can't imagine being 12 and like releasing a mod like of this caliber, basically. Though I do say the director's cut version, which came out, I think it was like 2 or 3 years later. He would have been older, and he actually he co-developed it with another person. I would say is a significant improvement over the original one, but still, releasing at that age to me is kind of crazy. Yeah, we're in the hospital. And also recently discovered, I've probably mentioned this before too, but Buckshot Roulette, the bathroom at the beginning of Buckshot Roulette is actually inspired by the Afraid of Monsters bathroom here. Got the little bottle of pills, the mirror. Got more Aphex Twin music as well. I swear the Buckshot Roulette menu song sounds a lot like one of the Aphex Twin selected ambient songs also to me. I can't stop taking these pills. I like that the character, David Leatherhoff here is like a, he's like a reskinned Gordon Freeman, basically, with the hoodie. Gormless Freeman. So we could turn up the audio a little bit. Yeah, this is, I think it's Cliff's. It's from Selected Ambient Works. Sensitivity... My sensitivity's too high. I think it's Cliff's from Aphex Twin, which is from the Selected Ambient Works album, which the songs do not have titles, but people fan title them. I believe this is Cliff's. Yeah, and Buckshot Roulette in the bathroom has this kind of like tile kind of look to it. There is a pill bottle and it says Afraid on the mirror, which I believe is a nod to Afraid of Monsters. It's just so Cliff. Yeah, why did this bathroom door open up on its own? Oh! Where am I? Oh, I'm gaming. I need to put on gaming mode. It kind of sounds like the opposing force footstep sounds also. Yeah, we're in Drug Nightmare now. It's the tree gif. I thought these sketchy drawings are pretty cool here. Yeah, I like blinks once when you walk through here. If. Yeah, like the Afraid and Buckshot Roulette. It's kind of written like this. My audio's still a little low. Yeah, we can do some Half-Life bunny hopping here too. We still got Half-Life movement. That's what makes it great. I think it's funny, like Cry of Fear is like you're on Gold Source, but they kind of restricted your movement a bit. It feels a little different than normal Half-Life movement. You have stamina and stuff. You can't bunny hop, but you still have like you got the jank of like Gold Source engine, like getting caught on like geometry and stuff like that too. It's hard to read this, but it says follow the red. That's what it says. So now you are in more Drug Trip. You follow the red. And watch out for the gaps. I think there was something at the end. I noticed something at the very end of the hallway. Like for like a second. I don't know what it was. The original version of this mod, it had these kind of like faces down here like peering at you, but it was all around instead of it being like a hospital or like an asylum hallway here. You kind of see a remnant of it right there a little bit. But I like this hallway more. So you got like the faces down below underneath the grating. I think that's cool. I believe these like dots that you're kind of following, apparently it's like influenced by I think like they said that I believe it was their brother that had the idea, but like if you take like LSD or something like that, that like you go on drug trips, you see like colored dots kind of like all around like this basically. I think it was supposed to be kind of like referring to something like that. Yep. There we go. Very quick, subtle jump scare there. I love that. Up into the mirror. Damn, I must have passed out. Do not have a flashlight. There's more Aphex Twin. I believe a knife is in here, yep. Got our Halloween knife. Which is effectively a crowbar. No firearms allowed here. Keys. Found some bullets. Some hospital bullets, you know. That was a scary... That was like someone else in the hospital screamed. Oh, the footsteps. We're in here now. Where's the flashlight at? Oh, that's really scary. Truly horrifying. It's the sound emanating from this painting. This painting is like the visual representation of like the horror wave right here. I don't know if I ever noticed that noise behind the door. You have a Pavlovian response to the horror noise. Pavlovian response in what sense? I think I might be scared of these monsters. You are trapped. I found a battery. You can only think of vector oh, I think of the stalker mod. So there's a little subtle thing here. There's like someone under the bed here. I usually get the flashlight. And it breaks. Oh, where'd he go? And here's your crappy little tiny flashlight. For some reason the flashlight feels a little more... Maybe it's the Half-Life Anniversary update or something, but the flashlight feels like it's beaming a little bit more than I'm used to. Whoops. Classic. kind of monsters to be afraid of? Yeah, I don't know. I'd say the monsters that you can't see are pretty scary. Yeah, it's hard to like make that jump there because it always like breaks like right at the last second. I always expect there. Oh, maybe it's in the original version, but I swear there's like a face in one of the windows here, like when you walk by it, very, very, very briefly. Say Faultiers are gone. It's like Proto-Cry of Fear. Yeah, it kind of is. It's like Cry of Fear is like basically like a spiritual successor to this in a lot of ways. Like, I guess you could argue it's a sequel, technically. There is interconnectedness between the two. There's a pill bottle there, which I don't need right now. There's something here. There we go. Got bullets. I think that's everything. I always preferred this over Cry of Fear over the years, though. I played Cry of Fear maybe twice, I feel like, total. I don't find myself going back to it super often. But this one, like, I've replayed many, many, many times. I like this one a lot. This is a pretty easy spot to miss also here. When you look at this spot from above, a lot of people get stuck in this area. They don't realize that this is a different platform that you drop onto. Doing a video about the best and worst invisible enemies in video games. I think invisible enemies can be done very well if you have strong elements or strong like senses to rely on other than visual, basically. Like if they have very strong audio cues to them, basically, or ways that you can like spot them without being able to see them, basically. I should not touch that. Dear Janitor, I have a problem with some lights. Could you please turn off the electricity for a short while so I can fix it? There's like some album cover also. I can't remember what album it is. But it's an album cover of a sort. Thank you, Machina. How you doing? Got magazines. Magazines. Couches. Oh. Yep, there was the there was the jump scare. I kind of walked through it a little bit, but it was the painting and the like drumhead character was missing, and then they reappear there in the bathroom. Lock's missing from this door. It's one of the many missable jump scares, for the record. Alright. We found the hospital's sick P226. I'm sure I haven't missed anything before. Oh yeah, this is all bloody now, I think. Like this wasn't like this before. I think it was covered up. I like all these subtle things where you come back to rooms that you've been to before, and things have changed in them when you come back to that. I appreciate that a lot in games, like shifting environments and stuff. Also, this door is now openable. It's now the spooky alphabet room. Yeah, those enemies, like they in Evil Within, like you have to like get them to walk into like physics objects, basically. That's how they work. Is that soybeans? There's a peas. I can't tell. So there's another covered bed here. Oh, uncovered bed. Where'd they go? More subtle things. Not visible till they're in grabbing animation range. Gotcha. Yeah, if I like enemies that you can't see, to be potentially very spooky. Or potentially annoying, too. Could be both. But also be like enemies that are like things that are like just out of the corner of your eye that you can't see, but you know is there. I feel like that's like a monster type I think that could be scary. The it's like it's a menacing monster in the corner of your eye that you don't know what it does basically, but it's just kind of there and like watches you. I think that's a pretty scary concept. Speaking of scary, let's turn off the power. Oh, you're right there. I was waiting for this guy to come out. Three headshots consistent with the SIG. Need to find, yeah, electric room. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, so here's the puzzle star here. Each color / button for each door. Press that. And that's something. I know where that is, but if you don't know where that is, you might have some trouble finding it. You're locked in there, so you gotta go out the window. Some of those weren't headshots, but one knife hit will take him down after. One thing you don't want is you don't want to be exposed in the openness because it's so dark and you can't see. You move around, and it's very easy to walk into enemies basically. So you want to try to get your back up against walls and stuff to keep your kind of sight lines limited. Someone died. It's this door. So you gotta climb down. This is a little awkward here. Yeah, so you come from here, you actually want to jump to here. I do some Half-Life laddering there. Two shots. Not bad. Batteries, very nice. Batteries are always very appreciated in this. I still jump from like getting caught off guard by enemies in this also, because they're so fast and sudden. Yeah, I love that. I knew that was coming. I just couldn't remember which door it was. They make it where, like, you open door, and then you walk through that one, basically, and there's an enemy up in your face. It's so clever. I love it. Hey, love, how's it going? Red button, red door. I don't remember what a red door is. It says exit. I know where that is. I just didn't remember which door was actually red. Die. Alright, since you're now here, love, I was talking about how Buckshot Roulette is actually inspired by Afraid of Monsters. It's the Buckshot Roulette bathroom. It says Afraid on the mirror. There's the pill bottles. That's here are not moving. I'll just run past them. It's hard to not take... Oh, if you land right there, you can minimize your fall damage. That's so tight, though. I love Half-Life Blood. I'm gonna save my ammo a little bit. There we go. Alright. Incoming goofy jump scare. Yeah. I just feel like that's the goofiest one in the game. Remember, blue light to blue door. That's a blue door. Yeah, do you remember where that is? We're in the basement. Don't need to be here. Yeah, someone's chasing me. I believe it's here. Yep, it's this room. Green door. I believe green's the last door. Yeah, this one does not give you a cutscene. I think it is... This one I always kind of forget. You are trapped. I heard that sound not too long ago in the game. This blue door is closed. Make sure it's not down here. Oh, I think it's down there. There it is. Yep, that's the way. All right. Here's our little cheese. Like these kind of like Half-Life zombies. Because they basically are just reskinned Half-Life zombies that are way more aggressive and fast. Get up here. There we go. That's how we do it. Probably just leave this one. Yeah, we'll run around him. Land on this little peg right there. Avoid the fall damage. So they give you enough health items to, you know, make up for the fall damage. part's always a little awkward here. Here we go. Here we are. The vent lights. Now we got the shotgun. He's moving around a lot. There we go. Trying to stop me from jumping on his head. Yes, when I first played the original Afraid of Monsters mod back in 2005 or whenever it came out, I was very young. I was probably, I don't know, I was in my early teens, basically. I didn't get that far in it because I got too scared. I played this a bit and I'm like, yeah, fuck this. This is nightmarish. Wasn't that much longer after I just played like Doom 3 as well. Doom 3 was like the first like truly like scary quote unquote game that I'd actually like played and finished like on my own. I played this not much longer after that, and yeah, I could not do it. Also, the pills that you are addicted to are your healing items in this, which is pretty cool. Bull squid here. I'll grab this gun. The Glock has a higher capacity and it shoots faster than the 226, but it does less damage per bullet, so it's not as ammo efficient as far as I can tell. I don't know if it hits any break points, but I generally like more damage per bullet. So I'm gonna stick with the 226, but first I like to shoot this thing out to at least conserve your ammo. I love like giga compressed Half-Life audio also. Something kind of creepy sounding about it. These are head crabs. There's a ladder right here, which is very useful. So we can do that. Do not reload. Drop down here. Got a little hidden battery there, which is nice. And then we'll switch back to our P226 now that I've shot the Glock out. So far, not running into any issues on the Anniversary Edition of Half-Life. You just don't get the super like abrasive menu noise anymore. And yes, Afraid of Monsters is very dark. Like no flashlight here. Like this is what you can see. With flashlight, no flashlight. It is very dark. There's your other stalker alpha scream. Yeah, we're on the other side of the coin of Half-Life. You got both stalker screams. Yep, Paul scream and horror scream. Yippee. I can't hit him with my knife here, what the hell? There we go. think this is the spot. Whoop. Yep. So I was very young. That that jump scare really got me there. And this was about the point where I stopped playing. Not sure what that button does there. It's a flash game called like X March. Some shit had to crawl through a vent and the jump scared you with the exorcism girl face. The classic exorcist girl face. It's like the scary maze jump scare, the infamous one. Yeah, flash games are pretty infamous back then for having giga jump scares in them. They're called screamers, what we call them, and I was paranoid as shit of screamers. I would never want to like open like any like flash video that like I didn't already have like sort of screened by someone, basically. Yeah, just people back then just tried to give people heart attacks, basically. It was just, that was part of the internet culture back in the day. Kind of glad we're like past that, because I wasn't a huge fan of it, to be honest. Yeah, there's shock humor and horror. There's a lot of that, like the early 2000s. Red door open. There's a cool kind of subtle, it's not really fog, it's more like a dust. There's kind of like this, yeah, you can see it kind of in the air. It's like, it's very, very subtle, like dust kind of like sprite. Here, it adds this little like, kind of like foggy kind of look. Look, it's pretty cool. It's very subtle. I think it's pretty cool. Can't remember. Is there items on you? I don't think there is. Yeah, there's no items around him. I like seeing like they just default like Half-Life textures here, like the keyboard and like security door and stuff. I think it's very quaint. You can see the dust texture kind of here too. This is nice. Might be hard to see on stream. It's like subtle and effective, I feel like. Let's run past those bastards there. I do believe if you run on the left here, so there's enemies, but there's ammo. Grab that and get the hell out of here. And just keep going. So it ain't worth wasting resources on them. Yeah, here's the kind of like, I don't even know, it's like the kind of like rundown like suburbs, apartments, something like that. Oh, this area is pretty creepy. I love these like outdoor kind of like park kind of environments where it's like pitch black outside. It's like pitch black sky, but it's, you just got to illuminate with like these street lights. I feel like it's a really, really cool atmosphere. Find a door open. The ambient's very thick. There's some very strange kind of ambient noises, but also like nature sounds with it too. There's a Cry of Fear. That's because this is like the predecessor to Cry of Fear. So a cool little scare there. I'll save that health. I don't know where the head axe is on those, actually. Very strange enemy. They look like a errored out like you try to make a model and then they like bones like broke on it or something. It's like a compiling error. Oh. Got him with the gib. Alright, so there's multiple ways you can go here. This is a really cool area here. You can go that way. You go down here. This is optional. And I believe eventually there's like a key that you get to go there, I'm pretty sure. Here's the room with the haunted Mona Lisa photo also. Let's see if I can activate. Yep, there it is. Very missable right there. It only does that once. If you walk in here and the lights are off, it'll do that, even if you're not looking at it. It's like, that's the stuff I love. It's like the game's the game's punishing you with jump scares for, you know, being inquisitive, basically. Okay, this way. I'll probably, yeah, I'll go here real quick. I don't remember what you get. Oh, this is one of the true ending puzzle pieces here. V2. Yeah, you don't want to really go down there. I don't remember. I think it's magnum ammo if you go down there or something. But like the enemies you have to deal with down there makes me feel like it's just not worth whatever it is. I just can't remember what it is down there. I like to kill like everything though that I can. I want to sort of kind of like, because I've played it so many times, I want to start writing down the codes just so I could get the true ending at some point, like legitly. Let's see. Just write that down. Okay. Go this way first. I think there's a head crab up there. Okay, that's where you need a key. More explosions, please. Yeah, I need more, like, yeah, wall C4s. Dream. Ah, here's the Magnum. This thing kicks ass. I like it a lot. I saw something in there. Or shoot gun shells. Okay, so yeah, there's the headcrab I was thinking of. Get the hell out of here. Alright, let's go this way. I think this is how we actually get the key. It's like Silent Hill ambience. It's like a very specific loop from like a Silent Hill 1 track, basically. And it's also like compressed the hell, so it's like kind of hard to hard to make it out too. A lot of vent crawling, just like in Half-Life as well. Okay, I think the first motherfucker's in this room. I hate these enemies so much. If you point your flashlight and you see... Oh, I'm on something? That's an enemy there. I fucking hate these things. Now, some of the enemies that you can't see, that's what I'm talking about. I fucking hate them. Need to go that way. Just can't stop taking these pills. I think we gotta go in this little elevator. I'm gonna save her because I get stuck in this thing sometimes because of Half-Life physics. Success. There's a little jumpy part here. I think the steam hurts you too. Watch out for that. Get rid of that bastard there. Oops. They're gonna land there? I'll go in here. That will do it. Hit this. Gates open. Hello, Smiling Jack. How are you doing? Should I have the section D key at this point? Actually eating my batteries a lot. Set shortcuts is back here. I think something changes on the way back here. Oh, guy jumping over. Yeah, this is open now. I just hear a gib. So water. Thank you. Feels like their health's a little random. There it is. Good. On the section D keys. Yep, I know they're coming. Let's keep going. Can go that way now. Alright, back down the elevator. Oh. Here's where we got stuck. Got no clip. There we go. I will use cheats to unstuck my stealth. Feeling that really spooks me a lot also is when you're walking around in the dark and you're moving. This is where I really, like, something like startles me as I'm walking. And it's like, oh god, and I back up. And when you back up and you stop moving, where it's like, you hit something and I always know I just bumped into an enemy. You can feel it. It's fucking scary. I don't like that feeling. That door we get to eventually. Do you have the gun? Yeah, we can go down here now. I don't like not having a magnum for these bastards. Alright. Where are you at? I know you're down here. There's another one somewhere. It's just one? It's just one. Okay. Get magnum ammo, that's worth it. Came from there, I believe. That's the door we need to open. Yeah, this is the head crab room. Am I still getting attacked during this? I probably am. Nope, it actually pauses. Now this door's open. That's a lot of hound eyes. Just run past what we can. So I don't want to shoot all those hound eyes. There's a spot. Get out of my way. Up here. There's another shotgun up here. I thought there's a Beretta, but yeah, it's just another shotgun. Easy to miss that. Shotgun aim is actually quite plentiful in this also. It's not the best survival horror shotgun, but it's serviceable. I'd say it's better than Half-Life. Half-Life's default shotgun in terms of the feel of it. Yeah, I got stuck right there. Yeah, I love the audio in this. It's got great atmosphere. And let's move. Another Magnum there. Pretty stocked up on Magnum now. Here, nope. Sometimes they get the pathfinding gets a little stuck, which you can use to your advantage. If pathfinding didn't get stuck, that would be rough, to be honest. I hate missing them. Up. Yes, he was... I can't remember if he was 12 when he released it or when he started working on it. Yeah, the original version of it, because this is the director's cut, which came out like, I think 2 years after the initial release of it. So he would have been a bit older on this version, which this version's like a complete like overhaul. There's a lot of rebalancing, a lot of new additions to it. It's a lot more polished than the original version, but yeah, it's like to me it's like crazy, like being being 12 and making something on like the caliber of this. Some of them have like this weird like stretched face like that. It's kind of cool. The zombies like heads are like randomized. Under the stairs there. Okay. I think I need to go outside. Yeah, okay. Do this first, I believe. There it is. I'm just reminded of the doors in Total Chaos. There's like doors that like attack you. Those things are actually pretty scary. The freaking jump scare doors. Which I'm actually very excited for the Total Chaos remake. I don't know when it's supposed to come out Q4, I think they said. It should be soon. I really hope that comes out soon. That'd be a cool Halloween game to play. Somebody's pretty tanky. I wonder if they have like a head hitbox you can hit somewhere. Because like their head's kind of on the side, but I don't feel like it's any weak point there. Let me go back to this audio here. Reminds me of Duke Nukem 3D, this audio over here. It's a little different. Reminds me of the specific ambient noise in Duke Nukem 3D. Like, I love that Half-Life move in this. Like, this is something you cannot do in Cry of Fear. Well, one is you can't bunny hop, and I understand disempowering the player, but I love like jumping onto the cars like this and like kind of parkouring over into like that. Does anybody say they put kind of like a poison effect on you if they hit you also? It don't hit that hard, but the poison effect's a little annoying. Yeah, Hondo's secret maps are like insane. If anyone's like familiar with like Hondo's Action Half-Life scientist maps, big influence on me. I love Hondo's maps. But he was notorious for putting Easter eggs, and usually they're very like kind of horror themed Easter eggs. They had like a continuity to them. There was like a whole like overarching story between his maps basically, which I always thought was interesting. Had like very like Eldritch kind of like existential horror kind of to them. And it's like they were deathmatch levels, but he would put the really long, extensive like Easter eggs on his maps that required puzzles to solve and required multiple people a lot of the times, where multiple players would have to you have to stop deathmatching each other and then start trying to solve the secrets in the map basically. And they're a little spooky at times. Sometimes I love how fast they like move you sometimes. Also got the hammer, which is way better than the knife. It's slower, but it will explode enemies at times. Watch this shit. Just like that. Hammer's great. The detonator is on the 3rd floor. Yeah, the deathmatch parts of the map would be like, you know, small, medium-sized map. Holy crap, that guy's fast. And then like the actual Easter egg part of the map would be like, yeah, like 3 times the size altogether of like the deathmatch portion of the map. It's like amazing. How fast he is. Get gibbed. I actually love how bright this hallway is. It feels very like contrasting to a lot of the rest of the game. Here's where the Uzi is, which fortunately takes the same slot as the shotgun, so I don't like to not have my shotgun, though I will say the SMGs in this are very powerful. They do a lot of damage. They're just very limited on ammo, so I never really want to use them, basically, aside just picking up to shoot their ammo out, basically. So I will definitely be coming back for this shotgun. Yeah, the creator of this is like historically, I believe he's gone through some shit, basically. I don't know all the details exactly, but I do believe that pretty sure he tried to OD at some point. I do remember hearing something about that. That was a detonator. He also played he made Cry of Fear also after, and I don't know, you can like, did not put it lightly, but play Cry of Fear, like its story, I don't know, it's like, it definitely feels like a plot that someone who's like struggling mentally would kind of write, I feel like. Like the door closes and opens very slowly underwater. These, I think you just die if you touch. These are the barnacles basically, but I'm pretty sure you just die if you get grabbed by them. Yeah, I love skinny Uzi. I love the full length Uzi also. I like it way more like a micro, like mini Uzi. I love the textures. So grungy looking. Nice timing. Yep. Booba. That's the sound. It's weird Half-Life reverb.
I hear something.
Let's go retrieve my shotgun now that I've shot my Uzi out. On the third story. You don't like the Half-Life reverb? Yeah, I just thought this reverb was kind of strange in Half-Life. Have you ever heard of the game Acre Crisis? That was certainly the most game of all time I've played this year. I have not. Is it like Dino Crisis or something? There's the word crisis in it. Anytime I see the word crisis, I just think of Dino Crisis. Yeah, of all Palando's maps, Flash drive holds the source code, the master sword, ESF Earth Special Forces, Time Splitters, Company of Heroes, or no, City of Heroes, Mario Party 4, and Star Fox. Damn. Here's a little surreal sequence here. It's Brazilian FPS Dino Crisis. Oh, is it, is that the one where, like, you're like helicoptered in or like airdropped into like a jungle or something like that, and it's kind of like open, it's like a big open map and you keep going like between buildings? I think I might have watched like a playthrough of that at some point. I'm going insane. Yep. Alright, here's the first fork in the story. Also this, I love this train like crashed into here. Some cool geometry. Like, this is some good brushwork here, and then like gold source. Yes, it is. Okay, yeah, I watched a bit of it. It looked okay. Looked like a okay like little indie game, but it did seem pretty repetitive. Here's Resident Evil Cold Blood. It's a Half-Life mod that I believe they assisted in developing Resident Evil Cold Blood. The original version of it, at least. There's like a new team making like a new version of Resident Evil Cold Blood. They moved to the Source engine. Unfortunately, I think they put their project on hiatus. Very sad, because it's like a it's like a Resident Evil Outbreak kind of inspired project, and I always thought it looked really cool. All right, this is like the first kind of like boss encounter type of thing. I guess you could call it that, but yeah, we gotta fight a lot of enemies here. You go too bad. On hard mode, that fight is absolute pain in the ass. Okay, I think that's... There should be another switch, I think. There's supposed to be two ways I can go. I hit the 3 switches. Can I go back here? Oh, here we are. So a lot of Gold Source and Source projects fallen off, especially since Gold Source. Since the 25th Anniversary Edition broke a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's some mods that got broken. I know with the Anniversary Edition. I was hoping that nothing too bad got broken. So far, this has actually been running fine for the most part, which I'm pretty happy about. I was worried I'd need to roll back to the pre-25th anniversary patch. Yeah, a lot of people just moved on to like, you know, modding. Instead of modding, they're just developing for like Unreal Engine or Unity Engine, Godot, etc. Instead of doing Gold Source, and I can understand why. There's a Uzi mag there. It's just, it's kind of a pain in the ass to like, work on older engines. Ammo. Oh, I think I'm full on ammo. I guess 130 is the cap. Okay, so you got... This is one way you can go. And this will change. There is 4 endings of games. A, B, C, and D endings, basically. If you go this route, I believe that goes to ending A, I'm pretty sure. And I think this way goes to ending B. You can get ending C by... You have to take both routes. You take this route and you go that route, and you'll find one. I think it's this way. You'll find a key that you take back to here to the A route, and you open a door there, and that unlocks ending C, basically. It's been a while since I've done ending A or B. I usually do ending C. The past couple times I played, I think I've done ending C, I'm pretty sure. Let's do the A route. I think this is A. Most people on the first playthrough, I think, end up hitting ending A. Also, so you'll pick that ammo up. Why can't I pick this ammo up back here? Yeah, it doesn't let me pick it up. That's weird. Is it Magnum ammo, maybe? I'm gonna make a save. Hmm? Yeah, I don't know why I can't pick that up. That's very strange. Maybe that's a Glitch the Anniversary Edition. Streams of frame drop at some points. I have had like I'll have like a hitch where like it like freezes up for a second. Yeah, I actually really hope Total Chaos comes out soon. I really want to play that again. I've played a Doom mod like 3 times now, I feel like, at this point. And Total Chaos is actually like this in a lot of ways too. I'm pretty sure it was inspired by Cry of Fear to some degree. Yeah, here it is, the weird lock. You have to get this key from the other route. Bastard. Really weird lock. Nice timing. I think if you take the ending C route, I'm pretty sure it spawns the face enemies up here. It's an area a lot like this in Cry of Fear also. Yeah, I've heard that too, that like the Sven co-op engine's a bit more like advanced for Half-Life. That's like it's easier to work in Sven co-op engine. I don't know about easier, but it's got more features in it. Actually, I feel like ending A, at least the route of it, I feel like it's my least favorite route. That's why I haven't done it in a long time. I think the C route's probably the coolest. C is kind of like the B route, but like extended, basically. This bastard's fast. This is kind of a puzzle here, from what I remember. I gotta do no clip. Half-Life physics. So I think what you can do is you can hit this and run out. Yeah. Kind of goofy, but... I think we need to somehow move that one, maybe? Yeah, that one needs to move. There we go. It's got AS, which is like Gmod, so allows maps to do custom stuff on maps. Test Simulator map was a good example of how strong it is. Yeah, so MeenaCrowe's got some really cool maps in it. MP5K. How about like high he's holding up to his face? Yeah, we're like almost ending A's are actually really short, it seems like. Because we're almost at the forest. Oh god. SMGs are so strong in this. Don't reload it. Let's think we use this car here soon. I think we're here. We're like right here. It's X there. I see. I'm gonna grab my shotgun back. And the pills we cannot stop taking. Oh, here we are. R4. Oh, hi. 3 hits. Alright, R4. Cool tunnel, like all these fans here. It's kind of spooky. It's too far to walk here. We're not going to walk all the way to the forest. If you take the other route, you basically walk to the forest. Go through like the suburbs. Got the shotgun now. SMG mag there. Now, if I get the late game, it'd actually be good to just hold on to the SMG maybe. It's so strong, use it for like the ending encounter. Oops. Half-life fell. That. Now we drive the car. Alright, so then we get this part up here. It's, I guess, the ending A route gets you to the forest much quicker, but it's also like this part up here is a pain in the ass also to get through. So it's like maybe it's shorter but more intense, basically, I guess is the difference. Maybe that was like their mentality. You get super like super bit distorted, compressed music. And also the letterboxed. It's not working in widescreen. This was built for 4x3 monitors. So we get another... This is the road nightmare sequence. This part's kind of a pain. I guess if you got enough resources, not too bad. We're at the red light. Missing something or something break here? Oh. There we go. I don't know if it's just a timer or these start to like throw you off on which one's right by where it's at. I think it's still forward. Yeah, so I forget to think of what like if this was like on the ground level, I think. Over here. So you start falling into traps. Water? Thank you. So it looks like 4, but I think you actually want to go right, I think. Like if this is on the ground right here, you'll be right, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Hi. This one's a little confusing. I think if this one, it would just be forward, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Forward. So I think would be... Ow. My freaking HP. I think this one would be left. It's upside down. So you think of it like flipped over. I think it would be right. This would also just be forward. Kind of cool, actually. It's just left. Oh, God. Yeah, this way. Alright, got it. I've lost, like, all my health. Damn, I've crashed the car. I believe this is the canonical route also, because there's a crossover thing. One of the secret endings of Cry of Fear has a tie-in to the car from Freedom Monsters. Also, the forest is fucking spooky in this mod also. I will say, I feel like the forest makes me the most nervous out of like all the parts in this game. Because look at this. No light, this is all you can see. Great. You get attacked from any freaking direction. I think the area you start in the forest is different too, based on which route you go to. Yeah, so that driving segment also, if you miss any of the turns, you fall into like a pit that's like filled with enemies basically, and you have to like shoot them and start over basically. So you get punished pretty hard for missing it. You bastards in here. There's a shotgun in here. Need health pretty bad. I don't like these houses also. I don't like the forest, I don't like these houses. Outdoors, outdoors, look up. Oh, fucking hell, man. I forgot about that one. Okay, the gate's open. It said look up. I'm curious about that wall, though. I think eventually you must jump over this wall or something. Thanks. It says a dead end here. There's ammo there. Hey, pumpkin. Are you back? Did I miss? I'm doing the same route that like you did. I'm doing the A route, which I haven't done in a long time, like the car driving part basically. Makes me realize like, oh, I think this route's actually like the shortest one in the game basically, but it's also like, I feel like the car part's like really, it's like really intense basically. But I do feel like it's like the shorter route of the game. But even this early forest area is different too than if you take the other route, which is kind of cool. I'm actually a little bit like confused on where to go. Ah, look up. I see. That's what it's talking about. That's why they tell you to look up and why they give you ammo right here. And so this whole route here is a little different. Go. Like these light shafts here, it's really nice. The atmosphere is so good in this mod. It'd be great. Is if you just heard like the generic stock wind noise right here that you hear like everywhere else, instead of a unique one. Sounds like I can hear them, I don't see them. I think you might have said this too. Also, like this part of the mod kind of makes me think of like the Blair Witch Project a bit also. Like the empty houses have that kind of vibe. I know one of the houses has a basement like that. Yeah, I really don't like, that one, like, jump scare, like, the face outside the window, like got me, because it's like, I don't like, especially at nighttime, I don't like open windows that are just exposed outside where you're in a bright room, but outside is pitch black, basically, where just anything out there can just look in, and you can't see anything out there. So just, like, the concept of something being outside the window, like, looking at you through it, to me, like, spooks me. I feel like that's like a type of horror that's kind of creepy, and I feel like this like nails that where you're in houses everywhere and they all have like completely exposed windows to outside everywhere. I don't know why you would ever not have blinds or anything like that, but that I don't know, that just makes me uncomfortable. Very fast guy. Yeah, we're already at the forest. Like, we got here pretty quick. But it makes me realize that I think ending A is, like, the shortest. It's been a long time since I've done ending A. I usually do ending C when I replay. I heard another one. Maybe he's already dead. Ah, yes, the hole. There's an area in Cry of Fear also, very similar to this. Cry of Fear is almost, in ways, kind of like a remake of this, too. You kind of go through, like, a lot of similar areas. Let's just loop around. My batteries are getting low. There we are, another hole. Another thing I like about Afraid of Monsters also is that it feels very, I would say it's definitely Silent Hill inspired. I feel like it's very much rooted in it, but Afraid of Monsters, to me, in a lot of ways, feels pretty unique from Silent Hill. I feel like its atmosphere and, like, I don't know, things about it are just different, basically. Yeah, here's Blair Witch House here. Yeah, the hospital is like, it's funny, they give you the filter like right at the beginning of the game, basically. The hospital is freaking rough. It's a 016. It's like Afraid of Monsters is it's not quite like Silent Hill Otherworld fully. This guy looks like a freaking like Aphex Twin music video monster. There's a lot of Aphex Twin in this. And we got the axe, best melee weapon. Yeah, this is Blair Witch House here, like the basement and everything. That's a natural selection death sound. What a great Half-Life mod natural selection was. Like, yeah, there's a hospital that's pretty Silent Hill-y. It has like an Otherworld kind of nightmarish type of thing. It's kind of Silent Hill-y. Yeah, the twitchy head monsters kind of Silent Hill-y, but I feel like the other than that, locations are a bit more varied. Especially like the woods. I think the woods here are like very, very unique to Afraid of Monsters as well. And they're like derelict houses and stuff. What am I hearing? I feel like it's probably the woods kind of feel you get from Stalker. Like nighttime woods in Stalker is a pretty spooky experience. Like the Hound Eye reskins are probably my least favorite enemy. They're just kind of annoying. Ugh. My legs. More shoot gun. Any more batteries, and I've been given batteries. Dropping down the holes is kind of Silent Hill-y as well. Oh, yeah, here's the open. This is a fight here. Ugh. Like the way the light flash works, it's like this feels nightmarish, like trying to like find enemies. It's like playing Darktide when it's like the lights out mode, and it's just like, it feels like everything's just flashing in front of you like it's a nightmare. That's what this feels like. Which is probably the intent. It's supposed to feel like a nightmare. Blair Witch houses. Shotgun, yes please. Yeah, these magazines for some reason I can't pick up. I don't know why. I think that's the anniversary update bug. Okay, I'll need them 2 bags, but I'm pretty good on ammo, but still an issue. Rapid fire, let's go. Hi. Something was up there, I saw. Something up there very briefly. Is this jump street? Yep. Oh, I literally see you. I've never been able to actually spot it before going down here. It's so effective, though. I don't think you're supposed to be able to see it that early. I have more anniversary issue, update issues. Alright, we're almost to the Resident Evil mansion. Yep, there, there. I think this graveyard's really cool. There's so much cool imagery in this mod. Like this, I really like the torches kind of lit here too. Like this fog in the graveyard, the fog like lit by all these like little lights. Get gibbed. Alright. Here's a Beretta. I think it's kind of like, it's between the Glock and a 226. Does pretty good damage. I don't think it's high as a 226. Slightly higher mag cap. And now we're in Resident Evil. Which I think... It's Resident Evil, but it's like surreal. It's like weird. It's like a nightmarish version of like the RE1 mansion. Wow, what a mansion! And it's more like RE1 than the remake mansion as well, is the interesting thing. But there's something very like surreal about like you have like these weird like glyph text here and like the I don't know, this very uncanny orange texture. Oh, there's just something very bizarre about it that I really like. And they give us the Beretta once we get here, because, you know, stars use Beretta. Right, here's where I think there's a... One of these has like a... Oh, it's an Magnum here. I'm giving it to you. I'm going to save... because this thing will disappear because this room will like lock out, so I'm just gonna put it here for the hell of it. It's technically stronger than Desert Eagle, but the ammo is more scarce. I like using the Desert Eagle instead. Got a picture of that door, the yellow god key. There we go. Fruit. Hopefully that doesn't despawn. And here's like the red, yellow, or sorry, the red color-coded area. The yeah, Resident Evil dining hall down here. I feel like this pistol's more accurate than the 226. Some Magnum ammo. It's like red and it's got like gold color coding here now instead. I think it's pretty cool. That's open now. Yeah, they made Resident Evil first, but yeah, we made it to the Resident Evil mansion and Afraid of Monsters. Apparently... Hey, where'd my pistol go? Did my pistol despawn? That's a despawn. You know what? Beretta's fine. We'll live with it. I lost to 13 rounds in that thing, but it'll be fine. It's not like I'm really struggling with ammo. Hi. Out of here. I like this weird painting. It's like, I don't know what the source of like all these... Ow. Oh, the candles burn you. That's awesome. I don't know what the source of this art is, but it's like, it's pretty spooky. I like these arts here. It's like, now this shit would be like AI generated now, but that's like sourced from something. Got some hidden goods in these sometimes. More strange paintings here. It's locked. Sort of gears work. It does have a kind of Giger-ish look too, doesn't it? Oh, hi. Alright, this is a invisible enemy. There will be more of those. This feels kind of like RE1 Remake, little in this room here. But yeah, apparently, like, so it is based on Resident Evil, but it's like, he said this whole, like, section of the game was actually based on, like, a dream that he had, basically, and the way that, like, the environment looked, which, you know, basically he dreamed the RE1 mansion, but it looked different, basically, and so he's sort of, like, recreated how he dreamed it, basically, in this mod, which I think is actually pretty cool. Gotta cry more? What would he be crying about? Just want me to turn on the Manhera toggle. That's what it is. Now that looks like Apex Twin music video right there. I always noticed that one. It's like the Come to Daddy music video. Die. I don't know what this painting is. This one's pretty weird, but I like it. I can pick these up. Yeah, I definitely think the Anniversary Editions broke some stuff. Alright, we got some fuckers up here. Yeah, there you are. There you are. Go to hell. That is the worst enemy in there. I fucking hate those things. It's the face enemies that shoot projectiles at you, and you can't see them until they attack you, basically. So I always save my Magnum for them. Get the brown demon key. I don't like that maze. That's where we came from initially, so I think we just got this door. Nope. Getting raided. I fucking hate those enemies so much. They always spook me. Hello. Rickabus. Thank you for the raid. playing Afraid of Monsters Director's Cut. Going for Ending A. We're actually kind of near the end of it. Ending A is much shorter than I remember it being. How's it gone? Hope your stream went well. Yeah, already here. Yeah, I see the right there. I feel like the bread is more accurate. Can I jump on your head? Oh, yeah, I can. There's more of these enemies I remember out here. There's the SMG. Do I want to... I don't know if I want to pick up the SMG right now. Because I have so many shotgun shells. Rick hopped us up on sugar before dropping us off. Uh-oh. Gonna have some bouncing off the wall moments then. Yeah, Afraid of Monsters is probably... I feel like of all the Half-Life single-player ones, I think this is probably my favorite one. Afraid of Monsters Director's Cut. I feel like its horror is very effective. I feel like it's spooky. It's got a lot of endings. Great atmosphere. It is like... To me, like, Afraid of Monsters is like what all horror games should strive to be when it comes to the kind of like atmosphere. I feel like even like AAA modern horror doesn't have the vibes and feeling that I get from playing this. First horror game was Nightmare House, and I still haven't played Afraid of Monsters yet. Should probably fix that. I played Nightmare House 1 and 2 kind of recently, actually. I played Nightmare House 1 a long time ago. I never played 2, and I replayed 2 recently. It's kind of entertaining. Nightmare House 2 was more like fear than I expected. Like, I didn't expect it to be so like fear coded, basically. And their faves, not necessarily horror, but Half-Life 1 mods in general. Also, favorite candy. Favorite candy? I'll answer that first. Let me think about that. I'm a big fan of gummy candies. Like, I like fruit gummy candies a lot. I like chewy candies. I like Reese's cups. Reese's cups are pretty good. Like Halloween, like your standard Halloween candy. I think Reese's cups, like chocolate stuff, is probably one of my favorites as well. But I think generally candy, I think I like gummy candies. Like, those Nerds gummy clusters, those are good. Like fruit gummies in general. I don't know. It's hard to pick one. Catch the Weeble Easter egg in Nightmare House 2. I don't think I did. So Let's Players got me addicted to this mod. Yeah, this one and Cry of Fear were both pretty... Like, on the first kind of, like, big wave of Let's Plays, this mod and, like, Cry of Fear were, like, two pretty big ones. Gummy worms are really good, yeah. I like those. Also, horror... Not necessarily horror mods, Half-Life 1 mods in general. Yeah, for single player, I like this. This is probably my favorite one. I like... They Hunger's good. Heart of Evil. I love Heart of Evil. Even though it's fucking hard to figure out where to go in that mod at times, I do like Heart of Evil a lot. Should I pick this up and just grab the shotgun on the way? I don't know if the shotgun's going to despawn. I might find another shotgun on the way. Yeah, I'll just grab this for now. I know the SMG will be really good for like the boss fight at the end though. I'll end up saving the ammo. Pope 646 is really good. It's short, but it's good. Played some new ones recently too. Played Delta Particles recently. That was pretty good. Eventually you get in that house and you can like, go out on the balcony. I don't think I can go in yet, though. The horror. Oh, I thought that was a guy dying, not a fresh enemy. My HP. Just shoot this thing out. I'm pretty sure I get a shotgun here soon. Look at the other one. You're a bull squid, so you hurt pretty bad. Boat time. My HP. Trying to think of other Half-Life mods. Pretty sure you get a shotgun in there. Die. I think there's another one of those bastards. Yeah, there you are. Gotcha. Any more? There's more revolver ammo there. Just saw a lot of Desert Eagle ammo. Oh. Where the hell are you? He's like sniping me. Oh, there's two of them over there. All right. This little bee projectile blocked my bullets here. Can you believe that? What a bastard. Yeah, Half-Life 2... Half-Life 2 mods I'm not as... I didn't play a ton as many of those. Yeah, this part's a little rough. These guys, it's just so hard to avoid damage from these guys because you can't see them until they start shooting. You can spot them with the flashlights though, but... You know. Because they're basically the alien grunts, but they're like reskinned. A little recoil bump making me miss. Okay, I think that's got him. Half-Life 2, I do like, let me think. I thought Nightmare House 2 was really entertaining. Underhell as well. I love the house in Underhell. The actual main campaign of Underhell is kind of a mixed bag, I feel like, but I love the house part of Underhell. It's pretty freaking spooky. Oh, there's the P226. Get one back. I'll probably swap back to that. And a shotgun. Push back that too. Okay. Underhell had one chapter. Yeah, I knew there's one in the bathtub. Oh my god. Got another raid. Oh, harmless. Thank you for the raid. How you doing today? Oh, fucking hell. I got scared by the cutscene activating. I was like, I'm scanning the room for my flashlight to catch an invisible enemy. Like, I'm like really intensely like looking for one, and it goes to the cutscene, which like catches me off guard. It's kind of funny. Alright, just in case my shotgun despawns, I'm gonna save real quick here, because I don't want to lose my shoot gun. I'm just gonna shoot this thing out. I hope you're streaming well, Harmless. What game are you playing? Also, Rick's still here. Actually, I was gonna ask what were you playing? That's upstairs. And now the door. See, they color code the buttons to the door colors. It's like, they teach it at the very beginning, and then it's actually a recurring motif through the whole mod. It's color button, color door. So more faces. I think there's faces in here. Yeah, they're in there. I know they're in there, but... I don't think I had quite the angle on him. I tried the Swiss Cheese Halloween 2002 mod. No. I'm not sure what that is. Doing Prey 2017. That's a good game. Alright, where is this bastard at? I know you're in here somewhere. There you are. Yeah, and they seek you out like the stupid little bees. Where are you at? Think that got him. So of Half-Life buying regardless of Engines 2 company. Yeah, something about Gold Source look is just got a certain look and feel to it. I got him. Just Quake-derived engine stuff just feels really good too. That's all about Half-Life 1 is like it's still got the Quake feel to it. That is the house across the lake, I believe. Let's get the hell out of here. I'm beelining for it. Just the way like Gold Source feels and looks, though, I just really like. Thank you for the sub. How's it going, Grin? We are kind of flying through Afraid of Monsters. We're already almost at the end of it. Oh god. Yeah, actually, because of how fast I've flown through it, I might try to go for like all the endings, basically. I've done ending A, and maybe I'll just like replay it again and go for like ending B, maybe. See if I can get ending D for once. Look like animation cancel the shotgun. So check out Komi Sato's stuff. Bro does some neat stuff of architecture in Half-Life 1 and 2. I've never heard of that, or that author. I'll definitely look into them. I do like, I like maps that have like really like bizarre, like cool architecture in them. There's some Doom maps that have some crazy architecture. Oh, here it is, spooky house. These windows don't spooky as much because they're just a texture. What spooks me is when you're in the house and these window textures are actually like open to the outside. I don't like how that feels, basically. I don't like open windows to like a dark outside. Like that. That's just an open window in general you can climb out of, but I just don't like things peering in to a bright room from a dark outside. we go. Back to the Resident Evil mansion. Get back to the house somehow. Looks like gates. There's like a gate back here, I think. Is that open now? Yeah, I'm sure this is the way. The Katamari's out? I know there's another Katamari coming out. Alright, run for the door. Back to the Resident Evil mansion. Okay. Revolver does despawn regardless. Okay. So you're just kind of forced to commit to either Desert Eagle or Revolver, which I think it's fine using the Desert Eagle. Alright. We've made it to heaven. See, this set of levels here is called heaven for some reason. If. Code of 10 numbers. Is it worth it? Yeah, this is how you get the true ending. Yeah, so basically, from what I remember is, you find those little buttons, or not buttons, they're little notes around the game, and you'll find different ones based on which ending you take. A, B, and C, you'll find, like, unique ones on all those routes. And it spells out a phrase, which every letter is assigned a number, basically. So, like, I wrote down, like, what is it, like, I think, like, F is 2, or no, like V is 2, like R is 4, O is 16, E is 32. That's like the 4 I got, basically. And it spells out a phrase. You actually see the phrase like it blinks on the screen. That's your hint to what the code is, basically. You see it repeated throughout the game, basically. And yeah, basically once you find all the notes, then you know what letter is assigned to what number, basically. And then you spell it out. And then you get ending D, which is the true ending. Got saved right in front of the jump scare. Oh god. Was F-A-G-T-H-M reference? I'm thinking of Z. I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure if it is a reference to something. I'm not sure what it is. I do know JTHM is Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, which is what's the name? The Invader Zim creator. It was like the comic strip he did before Invader Zim. I can't remember his name right now. Jonan Vasquez, I think is his name. Platforming, let's go. Can't have Half-Life without first-person platforming. which I unironically love. I like the bleeding wall texture. Oh. Hey, this is Scream Land here. Give me some random screams. Yeah, that is a scream. Oh, hi. This is kind of dumb because you can just kind of just shoot them. Yeah, I do think that Beretta is more accurate also than the 226. Die. Die. I like that. That's cool.
Hey! Hey! Hey, let me out of here!
It's a spooky jump scare mansion. Get jump scared by smiley faces. They give you a lot of SMG ammo at this point. I should have grabbed the SMG. How do they jump just like the bull square? It's so funny to me. Oh, my legs. What are other good Half-Life 1 single-player mods as well? Oh, M12. Let's add that one to the list. Yeah, we're back in the... It's the bathroom from the beginning, but it's like the colors are inverted. We're in the Buckshot Roulette bathroom. I think I came this way. Pumpkin Patch? Is that the name of your Discord? Okay. Can't shoot these guys down, but I usually run past them. Because it's a bit of a bullet sink on them, and you take damage a lot of the times. Alright, stocking up for the boss. Ghost Hotel, okay. Oh, back to the red. Which I think it's supposed to, it's kind of cool. I think it's thematically kind of saying, like, the trip's kind of coming to its end, basically. I supposed to go back? Oh, here we are. You have to look around. There we go. Alright, this is the boss fight. This part's a little rough. Because you're crammed in this little tiny arena here. You kind of interrupt, if you hit them, you can interrupt their animation. You need to die. Still alive? No, you're dead. It's glitched out. Hey, we did it. If you're on hard difficulty, this mod is a pain in the ass also. Oh, it's cool. Try taking different routes. Sometimes the route is right. Sometimes the route is right. I'm not sure what that's mean. Right as in like take a right, or as in that is correct. It's cool because yeah, the original Freedom Monsters did not have multiple endings. It was just like a single one ending mod. There we go. Freedom Monsters Director's Cut. Wow, we browsed through that very fast. But fantastic mod. I love it. We'll play more tomorrow. We'll do ending B tomorrow. Maybe ending C as well. The both B and C are longer. We'll see what we do. But this was pretty fun. Let's turn the music back on. All right. Syringe. Hehe. Alright. Let's raid Ceresa. Hope you guys have a good night. Thank you all for coming. We're going to do some more tomorrow. Probably around the same time, maybe earlier. Somewhere between 6 and 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'll make the announcement when we're going to do it. But it's Friday, so it'll be a gaming night. Alright. Good night, everyone. Thank you all for coming, and we will see you next time.